live. It's been a while, I'm a little rusty. Welcome everybody. For those of you who are here, thank you for coming. I'm very glad to be here. I think I need to start with a warm-up since I haven't drawn anything all day. You'll see that my paw will appear on the screen while I'm drawing. So I'm pretty excited about that. If you guys have any questions about what I'm doing, please feel free to ask. Oh my gosh! Hello! Hello, welcome! First time chatter, I see. It's been a while. How have you been? Is this the first time you caught me live streaming? Well, I guess this is like the first time I've live streamed in forever. I think I'm gonna start off with some sort of warm-up. What should I do for the warm-up, you guys? Yeah, how are you doing? I've been seeing like your convention posts and it's making me like constantly wanting to table too. Bun doodles, let's go! Alright, peak buns. We're gonna start off with some bunnies. If you're new around here, well, I haven't really announced it much, but I am working now on a children's book illustrating a children's book. I said that backwards. Written by a child author. This is somewhat a promotional event, but also I really wanted to get back into streaming. So I'm trying to get back into art in general. Yeah, I imagine. I've been wanting to table too. I was thinking about making some merch designs. Probably with my like username, so like a teacup, like that. New merch. There we go. We got it. We got it, folks. A little teacup bottom right there. You always need the foot. Yeah, exactly. I gotta stay on brand, you know? I've been wanting to make a new avatar too, but right now this bunny is all I have, and so it is what I will use. Oh yeah. Maybe there's a little bunny in the story. Not really, it's just like a little bunny doll. Change the color. But I always had to include it, you know? It's bunnies, it's my brand. It's my username. But how cool would it be if I can make this a real thing? It's a little X mouth. It's got a little bow on top. And 2 bunny ears. This would be like the coolest merch ever. Just have a little bunny ragdoll. And then it's like super fat too, because it's a beanbag. I figure I made it simple enough to, like, if I wanted to recreate this, I could. Not much of a sewer though. Ugh. The proportions are already all off. This is why I need to warm up more. I also wanted to make sticker designs, so like, I've been trying to keep my style more simple. I also like doing the really wide-eyed ones. Little heart ears. Alright, I think my favorite brand of stickers is the one that look really cute. Like super cute, super round and all that. But then it'll say something like, I see you. Menacing. I don't know. I don't know how to come up with witty little puns, but always watching. Or like those really big ones. Big fluffs. I know what you are. How does that one look? It's just like, it's like the side profile, right? Maybe the ears are all nervous. We got the big ol' eye. Got the nose. And we gotta give the bun some big bunny chest right there. And then of course it'll be like this, right? Did I do that backwards? Is that pink on the inside? I really do have to warm up. I gotta like do like something with like patterns. I usually use patterns to warm up. Maybe if I do like a quick bunny, I can give it some hatching and stuff. I usually do like quick patterns like this just to see if like my line art is behaving, essentially. I'll make sure that I can do thick and thin on command, you know. All I'm doing today is basically coloring and painting, so it's not really line art based. Most of it's done. You can kind of see the preview right here. But, yeah. I think I'm pretty much perfect. Let's save this real quick. Twitch to let people chat even if they don't have an account. Let me see if I can do that. I have followers only off. I don't know if there's a way to make it so that like people without an account can also. I guess not. Huh? Well, an account you can just like sign up with like Google or something. Let me close that. Yeah, so it's pretty much a new project for me, but I managed to get this sweet deal with Think Ahead Kids Publishing. It's local to my area, so that's really nice. And so I've been able to meet the author and the publisher. I believe the publisher is in the viewers right now. So guys, don't say anything mean about me, okay? And, well, you know, I just kind of got out of my last job and I was kind of floating around. So luckily, I managed to, I guess, like, be in the right time and right place. So, yeah. Now I have this. I also, with the same publisher, have another book that's coming up a little bit later on, which hopefully, I'm hoping if I can keep up consistent streaming, then maybe I can stream parts of that one too. This one was kind of close to the end, but I still got lots of work to do on the background. So here is my character, Little Hannah, for starring in the book Wings to Fly. It's a story all about determination and honestly some of my best work. And so when it becomes available on Amazon, definitely read and review. Yeah. So man, I'm not really much of a painter, I'll admit, but I'm trying to get into it. I even went to a paint camp trying to get more into painting, to try to get something that looks interesting. Although I'm cheating with some brushes. It's okay. But I have my color palette over on the side that you can't see. Although I think these mountains are a little bit strong in their color. It's alright. I'll work on it. I'm gonna make that invisible. I know it's already on the screen, but I don't want to put the child author's name on blast. I'll edit it out of the VOD. It's kind of already on the bottom of the screen though. I'm sorry, but it's okay. She's gonna be a published author soon. I believe, I feel like I might be wrong about this, but I think she's like only 11 years old. So that's pretty amazing. She's already a published author at 11 years old. I think that's just simply stunning. Trying to get more confident about making backgrounds. I'm not very confident about them yet. Yeah, like it's crazy. It's crazy that the author is only 11. She is so sweet, you guys. Like she even, like, when I asked her, like, oh, you know, what inspired the story, she was like, oh, well, it's actually inspired by my little sister. And she wanted to, like, write a story about her little sister. It was so sweet. And so she even wanted her little sister in the illustrations as, like, a cameo. I was like, of course I'll make a new illustration cameo. Yeah, so. And then I found out she has 2 little sisters. So I was like, I'm gonna draw them both. And so, I'm so happy about that. She is so brilliant. She's gonna grow up real well, I bet. But I'm also trying to watch my language, so because I don't know if she's gonna hop on in. So, try not to say a lot of big words. I'm trying to make this cover look really good. So, pretty simple front cover, honestly. Like a simple landscape. But I'm still not really good at the whole like landscaping thing. So I feel like we should combine the path down. Where did I put the path on? Oh. I think I want to go for this like color pencil look that I did for the clouds too, which I can finish those. I don't know what I'm doing right now, so I can just finish up the clouds in the meantime. The cover is still being worked on in terms of like, well, of course the art, but in terms of like where we're gonna place the logo. I kind of like it right here, but I have like 5 different options. I was gonna show the family after I finished up the background because I feel like the background could affect the placement. Yeah, I was like, the bird's supposed to have the same texture too at the end, but I'm a little lazy, so that'll come later. I wanted to get the back rims done, so I at least have some more like visible progress altogether. I found that I really like drawing clouds this way. I kind of picked up this like wispy clouds because I was rewatching Adventure Time, and they saw like just one frame, I don't know, one frame where they had these like wispy looking clouds, and I was like, oh, that's neat. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna try that, and I felt like it fit the story really well, so I was like, oh, okay, easy to draw, very unique, like it. So I think this is gonna be how I draw clouds from now on. I don't know. Is that spam bot? Okay, let me go ahead and ban them. How do I do that? Account created 2 hours ago. Okay, at peace once again. Wow, I literally have never gotten a spam bot before. Maybe once or twice, but I guess I don't stream enough for it to happen. I gotta put on some like, what are they called? Like mods, commands and stuff, auto bans. Oh. No more spam. It always happens. If you're not here for the art, then what are you here for? I like drawing the clouds this way because they're very wispy, but they also kind of look like little octopuses. Octopi. Yes, the lo-fi beats provided by Lo-Fi Girl on YouTube. You know, the one that's chill beats to relax to and all that. I have no money to provide for like background music of my own, so I figured if someone wanted to just put me in the background, it's pretty good default music to listen to. It's nice that they provide the music for free too, so I did what they asked. I put the little credit and the now playing symbol there, which I found was really cool and updates automatically. So if you ever like a song, there it is. Let's add some extra shading to these clouds. Yeah. I'm supposed to put it in my description too, but I couldn't find the description box, so I'll add it afterwards. Or maybe if I upload the VOD, I'll put it there. As you can see, this is one of my first streams, kind of stuffed. Not first, but like, first one where I'm like advertising it as hard as I did. There you go. For any other viewers, you can always feel free to also interact in the chat too. Say hello. I don't bite. I got some teeth, but they're not meant for biting. Ah. Always free to ask some questions and all that. Kind of got my teacher mode on. Erase some of these clouds a little bit so that there's room for the synopsis in the back. Some of the gradients on this dye. Move it over. You can see what I'm actually doing. I have this brush, but it tends to be very laggy. Let's try our best. Do like kind of a dark blue down here, and then like some sunlight filtering up on the top. Add some more contrast behind the clouds. I'm just hoping that this like cover, like you see this cover and you're like, ooh, I want to pick this up. It looks cute. Let's get some sunlight, some light, yellowish sunlight up in the corner here. Thank you, thank you. Kind of want to try doing this texture on the ground too. It might look good. Should be pretty cheap. It's a children's book, so it's like probably $15. I'm not entirely sure. Not too expensive. We're aiming to get it available around Christmas, so I'm kind of hustling right now and hoping that the stream can help keep me a little bit more focused. Maybe the secret this whole time was that I had to put on some lo-fi music. Yeah, I bet. I feel like my style is kind of a mix of like cutesy, but also like kind of anime. Yeah, if not by Christmas, definitely New Year's, but we're aiming for Christmas. Yeah, I gotta leave time for the printing, so I'm aiming to get it done by Thanksgiving, which is about next week. Can you believe Thanksgiving is next week? Oh my gosh. I got some plans. I gotta see if one day I can dedicate the whole day to making some turkey. Oh my gosh. Maybe not turkey. I feel like there's not, like, I personally, I'm a steak person. I think turkey's a little bit dry, but, you know, it's a once a year thing. Right? Oh my gosh, I feel like October just went by like snap, you know? I'm like, slow down. Slow down. It's strange because originally I went to school and stuff for school, for teaching, for stuff like that. And it ended up being a little bit too much for me. Maybe I'm just like, I can't handle that. I was like grappling with my own sense of identity for a while. And so like, it feels weird because I've been doing a lot less every day ever since I quit being a teacher. But like, it feels like it's going by faster. Maybe because I'm not doing something new every day, you know, just like sitting here drawing. But I feel much better now that I can just like freely draw and improve upon myself again. But yeah, it was tough. I had some kids that I really, really liked though. I meant to email them, but now it's been like 4 months, so maybe I can. But I had some that I feel like if I get big as a streamer, like they would find me and recognize me. I bet, because I didn't make it like a secret that I like bunnies and stuff. And so I'm like, I wonder if like one day somebody will be like, hey, you taught me. And I'll be like, Yeah. I mean, I do have, I still do teach online classes and Zoom and stuff, so I don't know, maybe some of them will pop in. I don't know if any of them, like, look at my Facebook or whatever. I know some of them follow me on Instagram. If you guys are here, hi. Hello. I think maybe I can do like a fisheye effect. Just like kind of go upwards here. I don't know if anyone else, like as a teacher, I was like, I don't want to meet my students outside of the classroom. Like, when I was a student, I never wanted to meet my teachers outside the classroom. But sometimes, like when I was a teacher, I was like, I probably shouldn't go shopping right after school. What if I encounter them? But I always felt like it was mutual. But sometimes some of my students were like happy to see me outside. And I was like, hi. That socially anxious teacher who doesn't know how to talk. Let's see, I gotta leave room for feetsies. Honestly, yeah, like me too, right? Like if I saw somebody who vaguely looked like my teacher, I was like, and then I'd walk the other way. That happened once when I was at like a mochi shop after school one day. Because I wanted mochi. And then I saw like 2 of my students there and I was like, and I just like walked past them. I was like, hi, bye, and I just like retreated to my car. I was like eating my mochi in my car. It's mutual, the feeling of running away. I still don't know what I would do if like a student just caught me like in the wild or on Twitter. I'm just like, hey. Let's see, I need to keep in mind the like book spine margin. There's that. I had one other setting, but I think I'm gonna redo it. This page, I have to redo it. Theoretically, I could use the same one, but yeah. I'm an overachiever, and so I'm gonna just do each page by itself. I saw a pretty cool method on how to do like the sunlight on the hill like that. So I think I'll try it again if I remember how to do it. That seems really big. Though I would like totally scream. I guess I don't like do anything sussy. I mostly just draw bunnies. But sometimes I'm like, don't look deeper. Don't look into my past, it's all there. I don't change my account at all. It's still the same one from when I was 16. Hilly dimension. Okay, this water needs to go. Okay, let's add a little bit of shadow here. Maybe just like the hill like that. You know, them rolling hills. I have like 2 Instagrams. One is for like the more normal people who I don't think will like anime and stuff. And then I have my like my teacupbun, which is where I do all like my cutesy anime merch and stuff. They're both me, but like the other one I post like skeletons and stuff on it instead. It's like a different person, I swear. Like realism and skeletons, and then the other one I do bunnies and teacups and stuff. No. It's my range. I feel like these purples are too purple. A little too purple. Surprise, it's the same side of me. I draw skulls with bunnies. Oh, that's one of the other merch ideas I had. Because one of the books I made a cover for had like both bunnies and skulls on it. I wanted to make like my very first enamel pin. I wanted to do with the skull and the bunny. But I need to find a place that's like really good and reliable for printing enamel pins. I always get scared, like that like my art will be stolen, you know, like and put on Canva or whatever. name drop censor. But like, you know, that's one of the things that like, what if like I accidentally send my file to somebody who just like takes it and runs? I'm like, ah. Part of me wants to just learn how to do it myself. That'd be cool. But I don't think I have the technology for that. Yeah, I don't know. All the Taobao stuff looks really good, it's just I don't know how to read in Chinese. I could probably get my friends to help me there. You know, like when you go to the stores and there's like, they're selling the enamel pins for like $15, or no, like $5. And you know those ones are like the knockoff ones, but they're kind of cute anyways and you can't find the artist online. I'm like, there was like this really cute bunny with like a rainbow butt. That's really bad description, but but I bought it and I was like, I can't find it online. I like looked it up. I even used reverse search. I couldn't find the original because it was like so like resold and all that. But it's like the quality that you would expect of like an artist shop. That's why I'm like, what if I make pin designs and someone takes them because they're too beautiful or whatever? I always try to find the original. Like, even if I already bought the like knockoff pin, if I can find the original, I try to buy it from them too. I feel bad for buying the knockoff, but sometimes people will give it to me as a gift, and I'm like, it's probably a knockoff because it's miscolored. Yeah, and it's a really common thing with enamel pins, I think. Just because, like, it's hard to make the mold, and once you have the mold, you might as well keep making it, right? So that's probably it. Let's see. Maybe should I make them more blue? That's too dull. Maybe, like, saturate it. Ooh, pink's kind of cute. Probably too much blue though. I want her to stand out. Maybe if I go for like orangey mountains, dark green. I went for purple mountains because I was like, purple mountains majesty. But I don't know. I feel like it doesn't really look that good. Saturate a little more. I kind of want her to be the darkest thing on there, so maybe if I just put like a light filter over them. All the other colors look kind of ugly though. Oh, but that looks ugly too. Okay, maybe saturate it less, grayish, brighter. We'll put some light over it. Okay, we need a lake.